to Winston-Salem and another stop along Tobacco Road, which is home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, and the fans have been ready to get things started since early in the day. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Demon Deacons will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Delaware's offense will get the ball first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision.
There he goes! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
The Blue Hens are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. They'll line up for a second down play. Rides to back and leaves it. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Blue Hens in a good spot here with second and short. Power football with the run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Blue Hens pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying to surprise him with the pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, taking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
The Demon Deacons offense will go to work for the first time today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not good. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. On the ground, it's Silver. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Blue Hens will hustle to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Second down, they'll go to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll run it. Creates a little space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Blue Hens are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Looking for an open area to his left. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Finds a man in the middle. They are on the move down to the 32. 32, and they pick up another first down.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Gives it on the option. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The play action fake. Makes the catch. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Ellison. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Finds his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He's got it and still on his feet. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds a little space. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Not much coaches love more than finding points on special teams, and that 94-yard touchdown return gave it to them. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Oh, it's a fumble. Turning it on. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off. guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. It's complete to the right. At the 45 on its way. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Tight ends nowadays, they're oversized wide receivers. They run routes like wide receivers. They make people miss now in space. They're guys that are now featured in offenses where in the past that wasn't the case.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Delaware.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Got a man. It's Hernandez. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Demon Deacons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Mays. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They'll go hurry up here. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Wake Forest. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure.
Wide open spaces. The 30. Past the 20. into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back.
Hold on. Offense.
They thought they had the lead, and the flag breaks their heart, and now they'll have to try it again. Might be calling a hot route. He wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on their last play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking down the middle. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. And the Blue Hens will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You know, you wonder sometimes if this quarterback, because of the success he's had earlier in the game, running the ball, just thinks every time I scramble, something good is going to happen. I think that time, guys, he should have stayed in the pocket.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
How big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Arkansas. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Give to the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Using his legs, it's Silver. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at a Legacy Stadium.
Will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The Demon Deacons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Mays. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, the defense had that pegged. There was nowhere to go. As soon as that tight end caught the football, he was on the ground. Nice job by the defense setting him on the ground quickly.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. That's caught. It's Hernandez. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Off play action. Right down the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. And the Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Turner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, the Devil Bear offense going back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
They'll go right back to it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm, and And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's 1st down from the 48. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
They want to run it left here. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and managing. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You've really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run the sneak for it.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
And the Blue Hens have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Makes the grab on the left.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Blue Hens!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Snap in the shotgun. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
And it works out perfectly. The reason they called that two-point conversion was to get to within 3. This is a game going down to the wire, but you'll love the gutsy call by the offense there.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Mays. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinals.
Brings into the open. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations. Continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that ball.
He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Got it behind the line. It's Claiborne. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And drops hurt as it is. But when you drop it and you know you just missed out on a touchdown, those really sting. And those concentration drops, man, it makes the quarterback hesitate whether he wants to throw the football again. That is a big missed opportunity.
He's not afraid to go deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10. Set, ready. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Mays. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here we go, here we go. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. 22, ready. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Stopped in the backfield, he's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind them.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, Dave.
Yeah, so I'll keep feeding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. He's looking to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
He'll take it himself. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
Fires to the big fella. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Time is not on their side. Down 6 late. 4th down looming. They'll have to get this to stay in it. Unleashes to the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Blue Hens!
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Here comes the heat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Defense not fooled there in a 2-minute situation. This offense trying to go quick game, trying to catch some blocks to see if they can spring that guy, but the defensive pursuit just too good on that one.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Yeah, that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep.
Looking deep down the right side. It's a big stride inside the 10. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Oh, what a missed opportunity. You got an opportunity after that drive to go take the lead when you're trailing, and now you turn the football over, give the football right back. Defense needs to come out, bail you out, get a big stop, get the ball back so you can try to take the lead.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here we go. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Got a man in the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
When I'm in a tight game and it's a one-possession game, I do not want to put my defense on the field. You could tell the offense didn't. Great job executing the 3rd down, getting the first down, and now we're just going to play the tick, tick, tick game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. On the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the...
There he goes. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run. The OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You can't really get too much of that stuff, but listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one stop with this many points that are being scored. You got to stop late. That's why you got the dub.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.